Today, I've been honored to be your host for all hands meeting, and this is my first time uh, to be a all hands host. So hopefully, this session runs smoothly, yeah. And hello, Kak Kayla. Let's go, let's go. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And let's start the session by, as usual, yeah, by introducing our team and weekly inspiration for our company, Bukit Vista. And I will start the video. Okay, that's our that's our team and weekly inspiration. Yeah. Hopefully, this video will bring us more motivation and uh, more spirit going through our working day for this Tuesday. And but I have a bad news, yeah, for today. Sadly, we doesn't have inspirational speaker. So yeah, the next session I will hand over to Mr. Jing to share our vision and mission statement. Please, Mr. Jing, the time is yours.
Okay. Why don't we have an inspirational speaker, everyone?
Because we basically didn't invite them.
Right. Should people who organize all hands have expectations for delivering a good all hands to our employees?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, expectations, I guess, not met. All right. I'm going to begin by being serious again because I think it's important to be serious, but then I'll provide some context of why this particular mood is unsettling. Okay. So please be patient, everybody. I'm going to walk you guys through what's happening and hopefully end with some hope, as always. Yeah. So every all hands should have a little bit of drama, shall we? Okay. All right. You guys ready to begin? Okay. I guess I'll be the inspirational speaker today. Hopefully this is inspirational. All right. So once again, I do hope that we don't continue to fail internally in such public settings by letting our teams down on such an important ritual, which is we should have inspirational speakers that once again remind us, I think, of the challenges of entrepreneurship, of the challenges of doing great things, and that all great things are not necessarily done without some hardship and suffering attached to it. Okay. All right. As we turn to 2025, let's take a look at some of the good news and the bad news. The bad news is now a little bit more urgent, although there is some good news. So we're at 81.4 now. We dropped almost 3 percentage points from the previous week. Here's what it looks like, everyone. Those blue, normally one of my favorite things to do is to wake up, look inside the charger inbox and see just a ton of 5-star reviews, right? Today I opened it up and there was almost more 4-star and 2-star reviews than 5-star reviews, which is somewhat disappointing, of course, because we try to get 5-star reviews. But anyways, now some are weird, Some people wrote great comments and they gave us the 4-star review, but some are clearly here about things I think that are under our control that we can definitely fix. So that's not good. Okay. And I'd like to offer an explanation why. I think we already know why. We're strategically misaligned. Yeah. We have essentially this confusion about what we're supposed to focus on. Rester, you look fairly confused yourself there. Yeah. That is the hallmark of confusion. Now Gani looks confused too. All right, but let's not be confused about confusion. Let's be clear about what we're confused about. We're confused because there's essentially no strategic alignment. There's no strategic alignment because what's being executed sometimes is not actually what needs to get done urgently today. All right. And then we have a big sort of bargaining session at the end of the month where everybody is trying to fill in their employee journals correctly to get the incentives. But it's not being compared against what the goals are. All right. We've talked about this already. There is good news though. There is good news, but this is a little bit bad news too. So I don't know how to frame it. Maybe I'll stay on this frame. Okay. A while back, I think a few weeks ago, maybe even earlier, probably earlier, we started detecting market turbulence. Right? We said that the market's going to get a little bit jagged here. If anybody remembers, which I don't know if anybody does, we created the market turbulence story. There was no market turbulence until we said it was real, right? Nobody was talking about it. We didn't fence it. In fact, we were doing we're cruising along, and nobody even noticed it, right? So we created it. But why did we create it? Does anybody here remember why did we create it? Why did we create this story of a market turbulence? I'll go to Erica. Erica, why did we create the story that there's market turbulence?
There are probably a few reasons. The first one is to set the right expectation for investors
Okay.
when they're investing in Bali, and also to show our value in the market.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's the two that I.
Okay. Bring it back up to strategy for me. Bring it back up to strategy. Let's see who else can contribute. Right, let's go to Sarah. There, you're right next to Erica on my screen, right? What's your best understanding? Why did we invent the story of market turbulence?
To partners align in this expectation, so they're not
Okay.
like constantly complaining. That's what I basically understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Let's go to Vidi. Vidi, why do we invent the story of market turbulence?
First, from the facts, you observe that there's a lot of construction and oversupply
Yep.
in the market. So that's one. So it's not really created, but it's more like narrated. And second, to show us as a protagonist because we know what we're doing, and basically we can be a source of help during this market turbulence.
Excellent. Okay. Market turbulence was essentially created, narrated, invented by Bukit Vista in order to create our protagonist capabilities. Okay. No, everyone knows this story, right? Old Testament, Noah's Ark. Does anyone not know this story? Yeah. Okay. All right. Read your Quran, read your Bibles. This should be a familiar story, right? Nobody goes on the ark unless they believe there's a flood, right? Why go on the ark? Why should I sit outside? Why should I, I'm comfortable outside, right? Market turbulence is the greatest thing to ever happen to Bukit Vista. Market turbulence now kills all show horse culture. It kills all the other reasons to own a property. It gives now financial security to people seeking financial security. It makes financial security important. If there's no market turbulence, there's no reason to use Bukit Vista. I prefer this better design. I like a property that makes me feel important. Okay, I want to buy an expensive show horse. But if my show horse is now costing me $10,000 a month, maybe I need a company that is competently managed that can actually prevent me from losing so much money every month. Okay. But what I'm seeing is that we are actually scared of our own creation. We create this antagonist, market turbulence, to get the partnerships under control. Now we are the ones afraid of market turbulence. That is not the protagonist action. That is not how to be a hero. We created this in order to help us, but now we created this and now it's scaring us. Does that sound right, everyone? Is that weird? We invented Dracula so we could be Van Helsing, okay? We're the narrator. We're Bram Stoker in this case, okay? We're the one creating these antagonists. So you should not be afraid of the antagonist. This is an antagonist that we made so that partners would start moving towards our side, okay? This is an opportunity. I would expect, let's say, the company to be growing during this particular phase. Now, let me make a casual reminder to everyone here, all right? So that there's less fear of the wrong things. If you're going to be afraid, at least be afraid of the right things, okay? There's nothing to be afraid of for partners offboarding. They're making their own decision, okay? If partners want to offboard whatever, there's nothing to be afraid of on that direction. It actually makes no sense. There's abundant supply and there's limited amounts of competent management. Does that make sense? There's abundant supply. This market turbulence is not caused by something else. There's just too much supply and there's not enough good managers. So what are we afraid of? That makes our position strong. That makes our position superior. So what are we afraid of? I don't know, right? Why are we caving in when a partner talks nonsense? We should be like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Do you want to jump off the ship? This is the only ship. You can go back and swim in the water again with the sharks, okay? We have a strong position. We have the strongest position that we've ever had in the history of the company, and yet we're afraid. Makes no sense, right? So if we're going to fix the brand problem, let's fix this from the inside out, okay? Supply is abundant, competent management is rare, but if you guys don't believe that, you don't see it, then our behavior always is servitude. Yes, you're an owner. Yes, we need to listen to you. Yes, whatever. We should be more arrogant. We should be more like, you know what? We got the limited stuff. You have the abundant stuff, right? We have the limited stuff. If you don't like us, take your chances outside, okay? All right. That's just an internal attitude. You don't need to express it in that word, but you just need to remember, all right? There's nothing to be afraid of. We are in a very strong position, okay? Everyone see clearly now, yes? This is just simple economics, correct? Okay, no more fear, okay? No more, no. This is very good news. All right, here's the normal news. Here's the news that, like, I see every semester. We always have to go through this, don't we, Furkan? Every semester, when we set a new goal, we always go through this particular direction, right? We begin every semester feeling pretty good about ourselves because we usually reach the goal, right? And then we sort of slide all the way down and we realize that we're not good at the new thing that we are trying to be good at. And then hopefully before the end of the semester, we start rising up again. Okay. This semester is probably no different. This semester 6, we're trying to get better at brand. So hopefully today is the valley of despair. Today should be the worst day of the semester. And hopefully every day afterwards starts getting a little bit better because everyone understands essentially a bit more about brand. Yeah. You've all seen this before. Who hasn't seen this graph? Raise your hand. Be honest, right? I know who you are already. You just need to raise your hand. Who hasn't seen this graph before? Foster, you haven't seen this graph before, have you? Okay, you've seen this graph, okay? Ega, have you seen this graph before? It's okay if you haven't seen it, because I don't expect everyone to have seen it. Okay, all right, we have more fear. All right, this is a pretty typical pattern, okay? I'm used to it by now, but I guess that's essentially what we do when we're innovating. We are always exploring new territory, and wherever we go into new territory, there's going to be confidence. Then there's going to be realization that this is new territory. Then there's going to be, oh shit, this won't work. And then hopefully through the process of gaining more wisdom, getting more knowledge, we are able to rise above it. Okay. And I know we will rise above it because we always rise above it. All right. But we have to go through this process every time. Okay. All right. So here's my commitments. All right. So I stick to where I am. Senior leaders are not really supervising getting strategy for their teams. So I want to make sure that we have a fair chance of reaching our semester targets. So I've already spoken. We have no more tolerance for poor quality failure. And I do expect managers and leaders to have expectations. Okay. And I demonstrated that earlier by having expectations that we should have inspirational speakers at our all hands, because that's what it's for. We should expect the people who are organizing all hands to have correct all hands for us, and not a broken one with a missing inspirational speaker. We should expect work is done correctly by somebody who is supervisor capable, because that's what they're being paid to do. We should expect that the person with strategy against their name can deliver a plan such that when executed successfully, that plan works. We should expect a person with an upper management title to be able to manage people and not have people scattered around being confused or wondering what's going on. Okay. We can have expectations. Let's start with having some expectations. Okay. Can we all agree to have some expectations here? Yes? All right. Let's agree to have some expectations. Okay. Lack of expectations makes it impossible for the system to work. Lack of expectations is relying too much on automation by itself to do all the heavy lifting. But hey, we're people here. We can't expect automation to have expectations, can we? All right. Wendy, can automation have expectations? Can an AI have expectations of your performance?
I think so.
It's difficult, right? I mean, we get notifications on our phone all the time. We can choose to ignore them. But let's say our manager tells us, hey, look, you need to get this done. That, I think, is a bit more powerful, right? Especially if they control your journal too. Okay. So as people here, let's have some expectations. That's one job that I think that AI won't be able to replace. Okay. Let's have some expectations. All right. Let's continue. So once again, I'm looking around and not everyone's doing a bad job. Some people are just confused. Okay. Some people are maybe could do better. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to balance this company in a way such that the people who are working towards the goals are rewarded more. And we're going to remove, let's say, benefit people who are not working towards goals so that we don't keep on wasting time. Okay. We pay quite generously here. And our expenses are close to 75%, sometimes 100% of our monthly budget goes to pay everybody here. 900 million, I think, on one particular month last year on March. I think it was during one of our goals and also another few holidays, all right? We spent the entire budget of the company to pay everyone here, okay? Pretty generous, I would say. So do your job, please, okay? Help us reach bigger goals so we can continue paying people what they're worth, all right? But if you're being paid something, you're not doing your job, that's just, that's gotta stop, okay? That's just common sense, I hope. All right, here's my offer. I have already provided leadership lessons to all senior management. And thank you, senior management, for coming in and listening. Okay, hopefully this will clarify essentially your ability to grade journals. And I've already made that as my strategic milestone. Today, I will assume strategic responsibility for both operational and aesthetic MSMs. Okay, so essentially, I'm taking control over the strategy of the company. I will approve it. I'll take liability until I can find capable delegates. All right. But I need to do research. I need to go in and find out what's going on. Okay. Because I don't want to make decisions without evidence. I don't want to make decisions without understanding. So as today, I will go into strategic user research, going into the operations team as a community manager. And I guess I'll take a look and see what we've been saying to our partners. Okay. And I'm sure some of it's good. I'm sure some of it can be improved, but just show me what we have, because that is the source of how we decide how to build things, how we are going to achieve brand. Probably the most critical strategic point. Marcel will be my hypervisor, okay? Kyla will be my supervisor, and I'll get into the details and see what needs to be done, because we can't build anything that doesn't have product user fit, right, guys? We don't want to do that. And we don't want to remove people who are valuable, who are doing critical things. But we do need to know what's going on, okay? Because the company doesn't deserve to be stuck because there's just a lack of information that is critical, okay? All right. That's my job today. Agreed? Good job? Is that where I'm needed? Yeah? Because I don't want this to happen. Here, let me tell you why I'm doing this so that people don't say I'm micromanaging, okay? I'm doing this so that you guys working in engineering don't build the wrong thing. And then I say I'm not paying you because that's not what I asked for, okay? I'm doing this so that the operations team doesn't go, well, we're not getting any support to take care of our most important things. I'm going in and supporting by finding out where the most strategic problems are, okay? I'm going in to take a look and see, are there any partners that we need to plan for that are possibly offboarding and will cause us to hurt on revenue, that will cause us to hurt on hospitality, that will cause us to hurt on churn that we can take care of immediately. I'm taking the strategic responsibility for that, okay? I'm going to take strategic responsibility so that Gunny and his team are attentive to the most important relationships. It's that those important relationships are not neglected. Or I'm also defending too, by the way. Here's another frame. Here, maybe I haven't actually explored this frame yet. This is important. Not everything we do is actually wrong. Sometimes our partners are wrong, okay? There are partners that come in here and they try tricky shit with us, okay? And I tell them I'm not appreciative of that. And Kyla watched me do that firsthand, right? Partners will come into this office and tell me that you're doing a terrible job, that your application doesn't work, that whatever is all wrong. And I'll go, wait, hold on a second. Let's take a look at the big picture first. And then I'll discover that big picture wise, everything's fine. Okay. Okay. All right. So what's the problem then? They'll go through one problem after the next problem, and I'll disprove any of their problems are actually real problems. And then what I'll find out is that they have a hidden agenda. They'll have an agenda that essentially they're not telling us about, that whatever. And then I'll take them aside and they'll reveal to me what their hidden agenda is. And then I have clarity. Okay. I tell them that's not what our contract was based on. Okay. I can protect you guys. I can protect your employee. I can protect if you guys just stick to the contract. Okay. Because I'll stick to the contract. That's our agreement. We all stick to the contract. Partners, employees, partners, stick to the contract. That's a source of protection, source of strength. But when things start going off contract, when things start drifting all over the place, okay, I can't protect anybody anymore. Make sense? Yeah. I'll protect anybody who sticks on contract, but I can't protect anybody who goes off contract. Because then I'll go, I guess we fucked up. We have to give you your money back. And okay, this isn't good, right? We'll give the money back if they deserve it, okay? If you made an honest failure and whatever, you don't have to worry about that. Money back guarantee comes out of my pocket, not your pockets, okay? Unless you keep on screwing up, and then that's a different case. But let's just assume that won't happen because you have supervisors, right? Okay. Anyways, it's not always that we do a bad job, all right? I'm not saying that. Sometimes our partners are bad, okay? Some of our partners have panicked. But we can manage it. We can manage it if we know who we are, if we stick to contract, and we don't allow too much drift to happen, okay? Okay, that's it. Both frames are necessary to understand. All right, as a reminder, let me just review the simple rules again. Please stick to these rules because otherwise we forget. Hopefully this is the last time I have to remind this, but here they are, okay? Don't allow anyone, no owner changes pricing, all right, or convinces you to change pricing without my approval. Okay, that is a re-contract negotiation. Is that clear, everyone? All right. We already have in our contracts, we're fully responsible for setting prices. They are responsible for expecting that we deliver on target, okay, according it. And any particular partner that is not on target, we give them a money back guarantee. Okay, that is the plan. Just stick to that plan, all right? Any owner that wants to change pricing will have to go through me to renegotiate the contract, and I'll have to renegotiate what I am prepared to deliver in terms of their revenue target, okay? But if you guys agree to do that, then the contract burden is on you. Make sense? Okay, so please do not go off plan. That off planness kills our brand. It kills the essence that we are a fortress here and we can be relied upon to deliver stable financial returns. Yes, I know. Give me my time, okay? Give me my time. This is important because this is probably the most important thing everyone needs to understand at this point, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. We're going to commit to one thing, but I don't need to have failures going on here. Oh, well, I was going to actually offer essentially financial stability, but somebody sabotaged that by giving control back to the owner over it. And now we look like we're failing on protecting everyone because we don't have the deal that we thought we had with the owner. Okay. So please, none of this will result in ultimate punishment. Okay. I've been doing this for 4 years, right? So I know this is the one thing everyone is always compromising on. So please don't do that, okay? Now, if you don't know what contract drift is, probably just learn what it is, okay? But it's simple, right? We don't do anything that is off the contract. So it means we should probably not do project management for a particular owner that wants us to supervise the refitting of his property. Okay, that's not a good use of our time, okay? It probably means we should not talk about things that we're not experts on, okay? If you're a community manager and somebody asks you, hey, should I sell my property? You should probably escalate that to a revenue manager, okay? Have them answer that question. And if they can answer it, they'll escalate up to me and I'll try to answer that question, okay? But don't try to answer questions that are outside the scope of the contract, right? We're not going to do that. Just escalate to that. But you should know what you know. You should know what you don't know. Okay. All right. Anyways, please make sure by now that your name is on some MSM. Okay. Or you're participating in something that is strategically important. If you're not, then you should probably not expect to get a bonus. And we'll have to take a look and determine whether your work is purely salary based or does it even require a bonus. Okay. Long term. I place it on the onus of everyone to converge at the MSMs, please, okay? So if you're not on an MSM, please ask why, okay? And understand from your supervisor why you're not there. But at a top level, let's get everybody into essentially some MSM. Here's the reason why. Let me make this clear because there's always confusion about this too as well, okay? Everyone here has some strategic value at some point in the company's journey, all right? Sometimes the spotlight will land on you. And now is your turn to be the hero. Now is your turn to act like you know what you're doing, okay? Now, that might not be today, that might not be whatever, but there's always something strategic that everyone can actually work on, all right? But if you don't know what that is, you should ask. And if you don't agree with that, then you have the right to step on toes and say, I don't think that's very strategic, okay? We do need feedback. We do need participation. And we do need we just need a better clarity on strategic feedback, right? Sometimes feedback is getting blocked. We're not seeing it at a strategic level. Sometimes your talent is hidden too. We're not seeing it at a strategic level, all right? You might be very talented, but there just seems to be no work delegated to you. That's important. We want to avoid that. We want to, once again, give everyone a fair chance of being helpful, of being useful to actually achieve our goals. Let's take care of the internal side first, okay? And then we'll take care of the external side. All right, since I've already trained and given lessons on how to do this, okay, please, as a supervisor, deal correctly on your next employee journals according to the MSMs, okay? So that's it. All right, these are the 4 simple rules of this month. Hopefully we don't need to cover these anymore. And that's it. Okay, all right, once again, core value. Now, a few people were frustrated, of course. A few people were saying, oh, I haven't had enough. I'm gonna quit. But the core value this month is to never settle. The core value this month is to raise up the new standards within yourself, to raise up to what can you do beyond what you currently have been doing? Or are you just in your position now forever? Are you in the position that you want to be in when you're 40? If the answer is, well, no, I want to, do something more, then this is a good opportunity to prove what kind of leadership and what kind of capabilities you have by never settling. One of our core values. One of the reasons why Bukit Vista is a successful company. Okay, nobody's perfect, but just strive to be the best version of yourself and keep improving each and every day. Try to do something to improve what you do, okay? Be proactive. keep an open mind, and there's always something to improve upon. All right. I think this was originated by Bayou, right, Bayou? This was your core value. Okay. All right, that's it. The rest, everyone else has already known. Everyone has already talked about, so I don't need to repeat it. I yield my time back to the organizers of this all hands.
Great. Thank you, Bajing, for the inspirational talk today. And I'm sure that everyone is aware of what we have to do now. Thank you so much for that. And we can continue now for the hospitality and revenue target, will be presented by Mas Furqan. Mas Furqan, are you
Okay.
here?
Yes, I'm here.
The stage is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Kafasha. So hello, everyone. Very good morning to all of you. So let's directly proceed into the hospitality and also revenue target achievement for this semester. I believe we have already aware about this, so let's skip it and directly jump into the hospitality target achievements. Okay, so first one, accuracy decreasing by 1.5% last week from 87.7%, this week at 86.2%. Okay, next. To check in, decreasing by 0.8%, last week at 87.9%, and this week at 87.1%. Okay, next. The third metric is cleanliness, decreasing by 0.3%, last week at 81%, and this week at 79.8%. Next, into the communication, decreasing by 1.1%, last week at 86.7%, and this week at 85.6%. Next, into the location, decreasing by 0.5%, last week at 72.8%, and this week at 72.3%. Last, to the value, decreasing by 1.1%, last week at 82.2%, and this week at 81.1%. However, from this week report, next slide, please. I believe we have been aware that we have a very big, quite decrease in the hospitality rating. Like compared to last week, we had a decrease by 1.4%. Yeah, compared to last week, and we should expect this because I believe Mr. Jing has also said the report earlier in his session of vision and mission statement. Okay, so on to the next part, which is the revenue target achievements. Next slide, please. So our current progress is hitting at 1.9 million USD. We have around 1.5 million revenue left to achieve. It's around 43.68%. However, our time is actually like quite taking and consuming the time because it what is it called? It's getting over the revenue left percentage already. So yeah, we hopefully can recover soon from this situation, as what Mr. Jing said. After this, we understand what we need to focus on and going back to hitting the revenue target again. So yeah, that's the update from the revenue target. Next to the partner stability target achievement. This is related to branding. And up until this point, there is no further upgrade progression. There is no partner offboarding. However, we should expect that there will be one update later on by 25th of January. So please do keep an eye on this one. Yeah. So that's it for the semester target achievement report, and let's directly proceed into the company team target and achievements, which we will breaking down the monthly target accomplishment. All right, thank you very much, Restu. Moving on to the first target, which is the revenue target. Our achievement so far is at 379 USD, counting around 80% of the progress to achieve the target at 470,000 USD. And next to the 5-star percentage, we are now at 80.7%, accounting 93% to achieve the target at 86%. And last update from brand target, we still have no update progression report from the previous week, which means we still secure there's no partner offboarding up until this month. So what our opportunities for January? So in the coming into the third week into January, we managed to have 58% occupancy, 11% increase compared to last week,
8% expired dates, 3% maintenance, and also 4% owner usage. We have 28% nights available to sell to achieve the okay target. Okay, so that's basically the report. Back to you, Kavasha.
Okay, thank you so much, Mas Furqan, for the updates. And now we're going to continue on to the weekly mission inspiration. Starting from Kak Nadia, would you like to present what you find and what is our current weekly mission inspiration?
Okay, thank you, Fasha. Good morning, everyone. So we actually got another contract extension with our extra services partner, Cashew Tree and Lamanja. So they basically offered to extend for the next 2 years, and also they improved they increased the discounts from like 10% to 15%. So hopefully it will inspire, delight our guests, and also attract more people to book with us because they can get more perks. Thank you. Back to you.
Perfect. I'm sure we'll use most of those eventually. Now we're moving on to the inspiring the hospitality industry through technological innovation will be presented by Mas Titan, and I believe we have a demo here. Mas Titan?
Yes, thank you, Mas Basya. This is update about Vivigo Actions pre-release. Sorry. Yes, start from the problem statement. We need to improve our communication tools as we move beyond WhatsApp, which limits owners from quickly rallying support. Through certain collaboration, we need to introduce structured feedback channels like upvote or downvote mechanism, ensuring rapid and effective responses to maintain our reputation for delivering extraordinary experience. So for the solution, there are several points here. First, redesign the newsletter page to an Instagram stories inspired layout, focusing heavily on visual content like images and short video. Second, replace long paragraph with bullet points and short video clips to present information in a concise and engaging manner. Third, incorporate scrolling between stories or slides similar to Instagram, allowing users to browse quickly and focus on the multimedia content. Fourth, enable users to like the stories, add comments, and view comments directly within the stories. The last, allow users to leave comments on the bigger side. And here I would like to do a demo. So I will share my screen. Yes. So we start from the bigger side. Yeah. This is the newsletter generation page. As you can see, but this is still on development environment. If you are used to use this page, you can see the change of this page. For the example, in this field, in the previous version, this field is image header, and then we change it to be attachment field. You can add multiple images or short video in this section, in this field. And also there is additional field in here, interaction buttons for like and dislike. And you can also customize the label of the button like that. So for the Vivigo sites, we can see here. Yeah, this is the details look, but we can see for the card list, you can swipe it up and swipe it down. All of the newsletter are displayed like this in the future. Then you can also click the details here, the text content, and also the attachment. And also you can click this image or attachment here, and it will look like the Instagram or WhatsApp story. If you want to go to the next slide, you can click it on the right side like this, and if the time is up, it will close automatically. It also can attach a short video, not only image like that. And also you can add a comment here. For the example, I would like to input like all hands demo. I send the comment, and also we can see it on the bigger side. We need to refresh it first. Then scroll down, and the comment displayed here. Sorry, this is the comment that I input before. And also you can user can give response which whether it is a thumbs up and or thumbs down. And this is the customized button label I mean before. User can agree, thumbs up, like, or dislike.
Funny.
Yes, like that. I think that's all for the demo. Any feedback, you can write it down on the row. Yeah. Thank you. Back to Mas Fasya.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Masitan. I'm pretty sure everyone here is very excited for the updates, and I'm pretty sure there's a comment saying special thanks to Ega. Oh,
Let me jump in real quick, right?
Mhm.
Let's see. The one person I was hoping would have expectations didn't have any expectations. Or maybe two people. Marcel, Kyla, what do you guys think? Is this what you wanted?
We don't all, right? Because some of the ideals demand has been informed to Coffee D and Mas by today on the MSM. But
Okay.
this is not something that we have any objections. Also, that's why I made reactions regarding
Okay. Okay. All right. Over to Marcel. What are your expectations?
If the question is it what I want? Of course, the answer will be no, because
Okay.
there was no questions whether I wanted or not.
Okay.
But based on the effort and the result, I believe this is useful. That's
Okay.
my thing for now.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good.
But I mean, my expectations regarding my agreement or not, this demo could maybe deliver to owner too. I don't know.
Okay.
Regarding and everything. So it is
Okay.
not just like an update and then popped out everything.
Okay.
With any formations or goals that
Okay,
owners
that's
needs
good.
to understand.
Okay.
That
That's important. Yep. That's feedback card. Hopefully everyone hears that feedback too. Okay. That's important that we have alignment on the highest levels. Okay. All right. Yeah, somebody's gonna have expectations, I hope. Okay. All right, let's continue. Back to you, Sasha.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Bajing, for the setting up the expectation. Now we're following up to the promotion and new employees. I'm pretty sure all of you are very excited to know where you guys are. So please step forward, Mas Bayu.
Yes, Fasha. Okay, let me open this. I have 2 pages here. Okay. Let me see. The first one, okay. So, Wendy is basically, oh, I think this is not, oh yeah. Okay. So Wendy, basically in the last 3 months has been doing probation as a mobile developer. So he's applying for a front-end developer role actually, but Wendy is up to challenge himself to learn mobile development and switch to mobile development. And in the last 3 months, he's been working on the trial and all the learning projects and also real projects as well, including the actions, some part of it. So after 3 months of probation, we decided that Wendy is up to the role for the mobile development. Currently, the status is still trainee, so he will be still doing execution alongside with Ega, and he will focus on implementing the design into the mobile app. So congratulations to Wendy.
Congratulations. Very good.
Okay, the next one to Joseph. Joseph is continuing. Actually, this is not a promotion. This is continuing from internship to part-time position as a back-end developer, and he will mostly work on Gaia and AI engineering along with other back-end work as well. So congratulations as well to Joseph and your new supervisor, which is Ardi. The next one, also, this is continuation of internship. Ega has been doing internship for 3 months as a mobile developer. And at the end of the internship, we decided to offer him a full-time contract, and that he also accepted. This is based on his performance during his internship, that he contribute to impactful project and has been delivering the result. So that now, starting from January, he's starting for a full-time position as mobile developer. Congratulations and welcome back, Ega.
Great. Thank you so much for the update, Mas Bayu. And congratulations for all three of you for coming back here. And I hope you guys enjoyed your stay, especially Ega. Welcome back. Okay, well, next is the marketing department. The promotion will be presented by Mas Gani. Mas Gani, are you here?
Yes, thank you, Fajar. Good morning, everyone. So I would like to promote Agus Weda. He's been like 10 or 11 months in Bukit Vista as content creator, as an execution. But now start from January by looking at his performance, and he is the most diligent, many submission on the BCA, and this total many hard work that is done in the past. So it is it's good time to wait up for the continue to the next level, and the new character is will be supervision, and I really hope that Weda can able to execute and self supervise his work, and also increase the quality of work itself. And then next is for Jason. Jason is the past 5 months is MSIB internship, but start from January he's continue become a part-time as business journalist. Yeah, welcome Jason. And yes, that's it. And congratulations for Weda and Jason.
Great. Thank you so much for the updates for the marketing team, Mas Gani. And again, welcome Weda and Jason. Next up is we're going to go through the core value recognition. First up, we'll continue on from last week, I believe. Our last week core value recognition we didn't have the chance to appreciate the people who has shown great core value through the week. So let's start from Mas Ardi from January 6th.
Okay, thank you, Kak Fasya. Okay, this core value for Kak Ali. When I'm PTO last month, Kak Ali take over supervising for quality of work Joseph. And yeah, thank you, Kak Ali.
Great. Well, thank you, Mas Ardi. We'll continue to Mas Bayu to recognize Muhammad Reza.
Okay. this one to Reza. This is basically he's doing a design in creating a landing page for Gaia, and a lot of basic design guidelines that we have are basically missed. But of course, because Reza is a front-end developer, but I appreciate his effort to learn, to create the design himself, and we end up for pairing in design and storytelling, especially related to Gaia, because Reza is not involved in development of Gaia. He missed the most important stories about how Gaia helped our team. And I hope this experience will be a motivation for him to keep learning and innovating to become better.
Great, thank you, Mas Bay. We'll continue to Mbak Erika, our news entry for today.
Okay. So I'd like to recognize Kyla, Bella, and Dea for covering during my day of my PTO last 2 weeks ago, and I'd also like I'd like to thank Mas Gani and Kak Shalini for arranging the shift, making sure that everything is well covered, and everything is good when I'm back. So yeah, thank you for everyone.
Thank you so much for that, Erika. And I'm pretty sure there's another one from you too.
No, sorry, I think I double submission on that one.
Double submission. Okay, it's all right. We'll continue to Mas Furkon.
Okay, so this is the newer one, yeah. Okay, so I would like to recognize Kak Gray for being details matter, for catching up my mistake in the reporting on the semester target achievement earlier. So basically, if you see the report, the cleanliness score was actually dropping around 1.2%, not 0.3%. So thank you very much, Kak Gray, for detecting it.
Detail does matter. Thank you so much, Mas Furkon. And next up is another one from you, Mas Furkon.
Oh, yes. Okay. Thank you very much, Pasha. So I just would like to say thank you for all the mentors of IB7 for helping your talents to find what they need during their internship here. Hence, we can secure for the first time ever 100% MSc batch retention. This type of work might be very subtle and under the radar, but not on my watch. Hence, I would like to celebrate it with all of the company here and make sure that you are recognized. So I really appreciate your effort and would like to once again thank you for making it possible. Back to you, Fasha.
Thank you, Mas Furkon. So does that mean most of our MSIB intern will come back at some point?
Yes,
oh,
correct.
That's great. Well, next up is Mas Krishna.
Okay, thank you. This will be a quick one. This is for Matthew. Basically, for a week ago, he helped engineering team on providing design, which there is some miscommunication on the timeline, but he is capable to deliver the design based on the requirement on the same day of he receiving the request. So Matthew spared some of his bandwidth to contribute to this critical aspect of property ranking, which this project is on MSM. So yeah, I really appreciate Matthew for his bandwidth and his work.
That is something admirable, Matthew. Congratulations. We'll continue to Mas Lutfi.
Kak Krishna wrote a gorgeous and wonderful documentation for a feature request that made my life as a developer easier. It's clear and concise and reduces the time for synchronous meetings. Keep on slaying that keyboard, Kak Krishna.
Hey, that's awesome. Okay, continuing to next up is Rehan. Mas Rehan, please.
Okay, thank you, Bang Fasha. Okay, first recognition is for Furkon for help others to help themselves. Yes, Furkon helped to remind me some essential thing of strategy. Basically, too much focus is not a strategic thing. So this is a simple and small gesture that really helped me. So that's maybe that's all. Thank you, Aki Furkon. Okay, maybe One more, Bang Fasya.
Please.
Yeah, okay. So I would like to recognize Jason because of he's being the presenter of the YouTube video, and also the core value is fail fast and never settle. The quality of video produced by Jason, aka our YouTuber, has increased over time, starting from only 4 likes, and now the latest production is 74 likes in one video. We are still not satisfied. We will improve the quality on the narrative, branding, and also production even better in the future. So like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe you can see the video attached below. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Bang Fasya. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mas Rehan, and congratulations to our newest YouTuber, Jason. Well, next up, and not the least, obviously, Kak Shelin.
Okay, thank you, Fasha. So this is actually a bit delayed recognition to both Vidi as well as Fasha over here. So this is to inspire delight. So both of them were the previous All Hands hosts, if you still remember, and they are exceptionally great in hosting ya guys. Harusnya kalian jadi permanen aja gitu kan. So they were really great in hosting our inspirational speaker and maintain the atmosphere accordingly by the end of the All Hands meeting. So this is actually a note for everyone over here. For future hosts or even moderator, do note how they host for your turn in the future. Mantap. Okay, thank you, and back to Fasha.
Thank you so much, Kak Shelin. And I'm surprised that my name's there too. Well, next up is our personal updates. Do we have the time for that, Kak Shelin? No, okay then. I'll hand this over. We'll have our personal update next time then. It's all right. I'll hand this over to Mas Vistu.
Okay, thank you, Mas Fasha, for being the moderator for today All Hands. Yeah. So as we come to an end of this today meetings, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for each and every one of you for your engagement, contribution, and activism to during this session. And I would like to remind the key note for this session, which is don't be afraid, and this is our time to be the protagonist to our story. So for that, thank you everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone.
See you around. Have a great week.
Have a nice day, everyone. Bye bye.
Semangat. Let me stop the recording.